Good morning, guys. Hopefully everybody's doing well. So the topic of today is how do you spend $1? A lot of the things that people tell me is, hey, should I invest in real estate, Bitcoin, in stock market? They're always asking all these different questions, but you can't start investing if you don't know how to structure your own finances. So that is the biggest thing. And today you guys are gonna go on a ride of understanding how do you spend $1 from there, 100, 1,000, 10,000, and as you're building your wealth, that keeps growing too. So stay tuned. How are you guys? Hopefully everybody's doing well. So let's dive into how you break a dollar. So you wanna break your dollar in 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, and 4, okay? So when you get a dollar, you need to split it in 4. The first thing you do, and it's sad, but it's the truth, 70% of the dollar goes towards bills. So 70% is gonna go towards bills, towards savings. You always need to be saving, towards your hobbies. The next 10%, and quick tip, if you could do this 70%, if you could lower that amount, if you could either with your check, try to pay 50% in bills, savings, hobbies, always try to minimize that, okay? But what I've noticed is that most people can do 70%. The next 10%, right? The next 10% goes towards the future self. 10% goes towards the future self. What does that mean? That means is you, Johnny, Steve, Maria, Margarita, whoever you are, right? You need to start thinking about your future. You need to start thinking about that future me, that my wife might have passed away, my kids don't go visit me, I have osteoporosis, I just had a heart attack, I'm 80 years old in my bed, I need people to drive me here, drive me there, I can't go to the store. You need to always be thinking about that individual, that old individual in you, okay? That's why you always set aside 10% of whatever you make, okay? It's inevitable, age and death. The other 10% goes towards future investment or business. What that means is, have you ever been in a situation where all of a sudden they say, hey, I found this car super cheap, it's worth $10,000, I'm selling it for $2,000, but you don't have the cash. Or maybe a computer, the computer's worth $2,000 and they're selling it for $500, and you know you can make some quick money, but you don't have the cash. Or a home, or a car, or whatever it is, there's always these opportunities coming and you don't have the cash. That's why you always need to be sitting on cash. Cash is king. So 10% goes towards any type of investment. The long term is maybe opening up a business. So you need to always be saving if you want to open up a business, if it's an agency, if it's a car dealership, if it's a restaurant, you always need to be saving up for those type of opportunities, okay? And the last 10%, right? Number 4 is, and this is one of the most controversial ones, you gotta give it away. Last 10%, you give it away. So what does that mean, guys? I don't know. I don't know what that means. But what I've noticed is that when I've sat with thousands of clients, and the clients that normally tithe, they give 10%, or they give to some type of nonprofit organization, the ones that give that 10% away, they have the most savings. It's always been my realization with those clients. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a lot of the universe, right? You give what you get, I don't know. But trust me, guys, that you need to be able to detach from the money. Why? Because money's like water. If you get water and you put it in a tub and you don't let the water go, it's gonna rot and it's gonna evaporate and the water's not gonna do anything. It's the same thing with money. If you just get that money and you sit on it, it's the same thing that's gonna happen. You're probably gonna end up spending it, the rats are gonna eat it, something's gonna happen to it, but it's gonna go to waste. So it's always very important to understand that you need to be detached from this thing called money, because you as a human being are way more important than a dollar sign, okay? So if you need to understand, and this is the reason why I break down a dollar, is because maybe you're making 10,000 a month, maybe you're making 4,000, 5,000, but before you start thinking about investing, you want to understand how to be able to take control of that amount that's coming in every month. And that's the most important thing, is being able to understand and create control in your finances and create a great relationship with your finances, okay? And you want to start with $1. It's all about the relationship you have with the money, and it's all about creating a good one. Thank you and have a good day. All right, guys, so to close up the video is, there's 4 parts to that dollar, right? So the first one is 70%. So Mr. Videographer, throw in there some bills, throw in there some savings, some hobbies, some surfboards. The next thing is the 10%, right? 10% is for the future investments, the businesses, right? Making more money, because we always need to make more money, okay? The third way of looking at this is the future self. The person with heart attacks, dementia, the sicknesses, the old you, the one that's walking with a walker, right? The one that got divorced, the one that the 5 kids don't go visit, okay? That's why you're saving. And the last 10% of your dollar goes towards giving it away. If it's a nonprofit, if it's some type of church, if it's tithing, if it's the Goodwill, whatever it is, whatever organization, or if you want to just give away some money or give away some food for homeless people, do it. But that's the way you want to be able to break down your dollar, your 1,000, your 3,000, your $5,000, your $10,000, whatever it is that you're coming and you're getting every month. So guys, hopefully this was help. I try to make it as simple as possible. Like and subscribe, and stay tuned.